Truly one of the most historically significant automobiles in NHRA history, Don the Snake Prudhomme's 1982 Pontiac Trans Am bodied nitro funny car, the Pepsi Challenger, rewrote drag racing history on two separate occasions during the 1982 NHRA season. In an era when such NHRA champions as Kenny Bernstein, Raymond Beadle, and Frank Hawley were constantly being put to the test by Prudhomme's dominance. On May 29, 1982, at the NHRA Cajun Nationals in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Prudhomme drove this car to the sport's first 250-mile-per-hour funny car pass during qualifying, 250 miles per hour flat.
Well, it was a big deal at the time, and we were running around 240, 242, 245. But boy, I lined up against the Blue Max at the Cajun Nationals and laid the 250 down. So it was really a milestone. I know that Blue Max, Raymond Beadle and them, they wanted to do it first, but of course, fortunately we did it, and still got the car here.
And then on September 4th at the 1982 U.S. Nationals in Indianapolis, drag racing's most prestigious event, Prudhomme ran an amazing 5.637 second elapsed time, which was nearly 0.2 of a second quicker than the existing national record. Despite the fact the engine suffered considerable internal damage on the run, it is still considered the greatest single funny car pass in NHRA history.
To do that was huge. We'd come on to something actually, Bob Brandon and myself, a few weeks before at a match race up north in Seattle area, and came down to the U.S. Nationals knowing that the car was going to really fly. But to be honest with you, we didn't know it was going to be quite that quick. And it did run a 563, and I think I stated at the time on television that if I hadn't have been there myself to see it, done it myself, I don't know if I would have believed it.
Yeah, I know, it's awesome. You know, it's hard. If I was back home and I heard this was going on here, I wouldn't believe it. But I'm driving the car, and I'm here to tell you the car's doing it.
Both of his spectacular runs were listed on the NHRA's 60 Greatest Moments, which were compiled in 2011 to commemorate the NHRA's 60th anniversary. In 2001, Prudhomme, the first racer in NHRA history to win 4 consecutive funny car world championships between 1975 and 1978, was chosen number 3 on the list of the NHRA's all-time 50 greatest drivers.
Don Prudhomme easily outdistances Pat Foster, a 6.1.
Tuned by Prudhomme's longtime Hall of Fame crew chief Bob Brandt, the Pepsi Challenger won 3 NHRA national events in 1982, qualified number 1 4 times, and carried the Snake to a 3rd-place finish in the championship points. The Pepsi Challenger has been restored to the exact race-ready condition in which it competed in 1982. The 484 cubic inch all-aluminum Hemi engine, built by the great Keith Black, which powered this landmark funny car to its barrier-breaking 250-mile-per-hour run, is still mounted in its chrome moly tubular chassis along with its 2-speed racing transmission. Prudhomme retired as a driver at the end of the 1994 NHRA season after scoring a total of 49 national event victories in both Top Fuel Dragster and Funny Car, placing him number 8 all-time on the list of professional winners. Offered from Prudhomme's own private collection, the 1982 Pontiac Trans Am Pepsi Challenger represents the first time any of the legendary record-setting race cars owned by this world-renowned drag racer have been made available for sale.